Saseni watu wangu, it's a safeguarding officer Jeff. Unaweza kuniita Pastor Jeff ama msamaria mwema, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you're here and you're watching this video. Can I kindly ask you, you follow my Facebook page. Ukipata hii video kwa TikTok, please follow my TikTok account. Na ukipata hii video kwa YouTube, kindly subscribe. We thank God because of you. Siku ya leo ningependa kuongea kuhusu huyu jamaa Karangu wa Muraya. A great man, a man that I really like. Nampenda kwa sababu he's a good father. And he's not only a good father kwa watoto wake, but he's a good father to watoto wengi, watoto wa community. I know every one of us can attest that tumeona Karangu akisaidia watoto wengi sana. Ameenda mpaka na watoto India, amekuwa kwa hospitali na watoto, and that is why he's a philanthropist. God has blessed him with a great following kwa Facebook, kwa YouTube, everywhere. And the kind of work that this man does, not many can do. So of course, lately kumekuwa na hii issue ya familia yake pamoja na Trizah, mamake Muraya, the wife, of course, na the other issue ya bibi yake wa pili Karukim. But issue haijakuwa second wife, imekuwa first wife Trizah, aliposema yeye hawezi kaa ndani ya polygamy. So of course, jana ilikuwa ni Sunday the 27th, ambapo Trizah mamake Muraya alikuwa anafanya album launch ya the beautiful songs that she'd been singing. Ukweli, if God you did not show up for me when I needed you most. That is what that means in English or in Swahili. Kama Mungu haungeweza kukuja wakati nilikuwa nakuhitaji sana. Ukweli. That is what that song title means. Then of late she sang another hit song, and it is by title Mudu ni Mudu. That means human beings are simply and purely human beings. They are the very forgetful man that God created. It is very, very easy for us to be very grateful, very humbled, very prayerful, very great and very good people when things are not working for us, when things are difficult, when we are facing challenges in life, when we are struggling. But soon as we are elevated a little bit, the human being, the humankind, sisi, wanadamu, we are very quick to forget that jana, juzi, last year, a few years down the line, a few days ago, tulikuwa ndani ya mashida, tulikuwa ndani ya heka, tulikuwa ndani ya matatizo. We forget very quickly. So the song is about mudu ni mudu. Human being is a human being. An individual is an individual. They forget very quickly. But her prayer in that song was that God do not allow that to happen to me. Please do not let me forget where you've brought me from. Do not let me forget what you've done for me. How you have surprised me, even in my difficult moments. And I think Trizah is a testing of how God has been faithful, even in our very difficult moments, that God sent angels to come and rescue her, and God sent nations to come and surprise her in the form of people. Wonderful testimony. So the album launch went very well, and a lot of people of God came to, support her, and indeed, she had a big support. But what people did not expect is for this guy, Mr. Wonderful, to show up. There was a lot of speculation ya kwamba Mr. Karangu hatakuja na hataleta watoto. But this guy continued to surprise many, that even in the midst of all this chaos and all that, anajua kazi yake kama baba ya watoto. He knows that yesterday was a critical time, critical day for him to bring akina Muraya na hawa watoto wengine wawili kwa mama yao, wakuja wa support watoto mama yao, wakuja waone mama yao. They meet with the mother, and it was an emotional time. Goodness. It was also very nice, and a lot of people cheered when the son said she loves Mr. Karangu and Trizah. It was also wonderful. It was that moment when people were waiting to see Karangu and Trizah embrace, and it did happen. So people cheered, and people were so humbled to hear the two still especially Karangu, say that, look, this girl is still my girl, still my wife. And, addressing her as such. So, of course, there was a lot of apology that went flew into the in-laws and all that. But a few people say they was disappointed that he did not apologize to Trizah. I do not personally believe there was any apology that was needed. I think just showing up there, coming there and becoming a blessing to bring the kind of money that he brought together with his influencers and all that was a great thing. So apology can come in very different forms and in many ways. So sometimes as human beings we are very expectant and we expect a lot. And hapo ndipo mashida huwa zinaanzia. But this guy, Mr. Karangu, I think is a great man. I think we should be praying for this family to be reunited. It's a great family. It's a family of God. And hakuna familia haipiti challenges. Every family goes through challenges. Whether Karangu was not supporting Trizah the best way she needed to be supported, whether she was not exposed on social media, whether she was alikuwa anafanya ng'ombezim, she was doing milking and all that, and she needed to go to the studio. Listen, there is something that Mr. Wonderful said yesterday. The timings of God are critical. You cannot move or shift the timings of God. You can try and do things as a human being, but if the times are not right, it will not manifest. You know what? God is the one that knows. Trizah needed what happened to happen so that her breakthrough can come the way it came. A lot of people will challenge and say she did not need to go through what she went through. She did not need to go ajaribu kujinyonga. All that did not need to happen. But I tell you what, hakuna mtu anajua kama Mungu. Maybe that was the only way Kenyans were going to be shaped. People around the world were going to be shaped to respond to her and instantly make her a woman of God, a celebrity. Trizah is one individual that right now brand ambassadors, influencers are fighting for. You think that's normal? You think that's common? When the favor of God is upon your life, nobody can change. Nobody can do nothing. So I am with Mr. Karangu here. The timings of God are critical. And yes, sometimes we as men, sometimes we are late and we delay. But hey, we are just human. We're just husbands. Women are just women. They're just wives. It is going to happen. And in life, marriages are going to go through challenges. The devil does not want anything good for marriages. The Bible says, according to the book of John 10:10, the devil comes to steal, to kill, and to destroy. So he does not want anything good for marriages. However, Jesus said in the same verse, part B, but Jesus came so that he can give us life and life in abundance. So don't you worry. When the timings of God are manifest, everything will come together. Don't you worry. It will come together. My prayer is that Mr. Karangu and Muraya and Trizah and their family, at some point in the timings of God, they will look beyond and past their issues, and they will be able to come and be a family again. Those children need Mr. Karangu and Trizah as both their parent. Now I know I speak a lot about co-parenting, and I know they can do that because they've been doing it. But if it was possible for them to come back together and be in harmony and have another wonderful chance to have that brilliant relationship and become father and mother together in the same house in love, it would even be better. So we are praying for them. Mr. Karangu, this message is to you. Keep doing the good work you're doing. You're wonderful. And thank you because of being meek and humbled. And it was nice to see you apologize, not only to your mothers-in-law, but also to people like the Gawashai, and to Kenyans, and to people that you've had. Not many people in your caliber would do that. So I'll give you that. Trizah, Ongera. A lot of people, a lot of women, a lot of ladies would have probably even tried to refuse to hug your husband, to refuse to show that you still care, but you did it. That is what Proverb 31 woman is all about. So, tunawapenda sana. You may have your differences. You may refuse to kiweka picha tunasema Karangu and Trizah are hot together, wako hot. But you are. God has transformed you. I do not think you will go back to Shoroine, but I think it's still necessary. Uende ufanye ng'ombe, because you're not going to be on social media 24/7. You are going to need time. Uone kuku, uone ng'ombe. Otherwise ukitaka mayai, you don't have kuletewa na house manager. Unaweza kujichukulia mayai kwa sababu kwako kuna kuku, kuna bata. Unaweza kujikamulia maziwa. Life is not only about being on social media and kufanya brand influencing. No, there's this other life. Usisahau watoto hawafanyi brand ambassador, hawafanyi social media vile, wako nyumbani. So you need to have a life. So sio vibaya, although right now your role has completely changed and God has transformed you into another person. So kama kuna wakati ulikuwa unavaa gumboot unaenda unafanya vishoro for days and for months, that job now will need to have somebody else. Mungu anafungulia mtu kazi. Kuna watu Mungu anafungulia kazi ya kuwa wanafanya hiyo kazi because you are now in a different league. Mr. Karangu is aware of that. He was very much aware. He was spoken to by Baby Top, by Waja Nyarari, by everybody. A lot of people spoke to him. So he's not a man that doesn't listen. He knows and he understands. But hey, under no compulsion should Mr. Karangu or Trizah do things. Do not allow people to pressure you on social media. Do not allow any man, any woman, any family, any individuals to come and pressure you. Do things this way, do things this way. When you first met, nobody was there. So watu wangu, msikuwe pressured. Wacheni God afanye kazi vile anafanya kwa sababu God is God. And when the time is right, mambo yatakuwa shwari. Tunawapenda sana ndani ya Team Safeguarding. God bless you so much. I pray things will work together for you and your family na watoto wenu. Muendelee kufanya hiyo kazi mzuri. Guys, keep up doing the good work that you are doing, supporting families around the world, praying for families, and it shall be well. When you get this message, do not forget to forward it to families. Please share it, put your comment, and we shall see you on our next one.